It's definitely not too late. That's something that I've heard said for probably like a year. My friend Jessica sent me a text message last year, and she told me about the idea, that it's just too late for us to do anything. She was letting me know that's like how she felt, or it's something that someone said to her. I think it was really affecting the way she thinks and feels. And I know that by her acknowledging that, we changed it drastically. Just because we've heard those words said before does not mean anything. We're doing something for the very first time. We just need to stop saying the words. Don't say those words anymore, and it won't be that way. There's this idea of regret. We know as people that we're living with no regrets. That's how people are. We make choices with the intention to not regret our choice. You know what you know at the time. You know your motivation and reasons for doing it. You know that you're not choosing something with the intentions to regret. In fact, you're actually very intentionally living to where you don't regret it. That's like a part of the extreme living idea. That's one of the biggest parts. You're keeping that in mind, that you do not want to regret any choices you make at all. You're actively looking out for any possibilities of it. Not just within yourself, but how you treat other people, the way you think about other people, the actions that you choose. You do not want to regret how it will affect somebody else. Other people is a big factor of this. Keep in mind other people, how you affect them whenever you're thinking this idea of no regrets. It's not just for yourself. We're far beyond just looking at ourselves and focusing on ourselves. The way we're living is how we treat each other. So this leaves you with the idea that, obviously there's no reason to be mean or hurtful to other people. It's actually extremely devastating to somebody else whenever you're hurtful to somebody else at this point. People are in such twisted, backwards, upside down situations to where every single second someone chooses to be harmful to another person can make it where they never overcome it at all. Some people are experiencing suicide. A lot of people have no hope. The way some people feel would absolutely devastate you. What they're living through and experiencing is not human. It's not anything that people are used to or anything that you would even be able to fathom surviving. So be mindful of how you treat other people. One harmful action, one harmful comment at this point could completely destroy everything that somebody has built. We've been working on this our entire lives. You've been working on yourself your entire life. So has the other person. You don't know what that person is trying to overcome. You don't know their circumstances. You don't know what they've been living through. You don't know what's affecting them by the moment. You definitely don't know how they feel or the way they're thinking. You don't know what their life is like. Being harmful to that person could destroy them, keep them from ever being able to overcome anything at all. Some people have been on the brink for, I hate to say it. I like to try to make it like it's not even that way at all. That's how I try to see it. But I will be honest. I know that there's some people who have been on the brink for over a year, for 2 years. In 2023, I've been on the brink for years. It's really hard to live that way. It's like there's this sort of like this invisible wall in front of me, and I can see through to the other side of what losing hope looks like. I can sense it, and I know it's right there, like I'm on the edge of a cliff, and if I slip, then I'm helpless. There's no way to overcome it. I can't swim. I don't know what's at the bottom of the cliff. I've been on the edge of that cliff for so long. You have to lean against it. There's people trying to help you. You may not be aware of it. You may not ever see or know about it. That's the part I want to change. I know by communicating, people being, open about ways that they do help, the people who are receiving the help, it will help them to know how they are being helped. They won't feel so alone. We need to find ways to communicate about what's actually going on. What's going on in the background, what's happening for that person. Some people feel so alone, not knowing that there's dozens, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of people helping them. They just aren't aware of it. They don't see it. They don't get told about it. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't feel like you're unimportant or nobody cares. You could have crowds of people cheering for you. You just don't hear it or see it. You don't know about it yet. It doesn't mean they're not there. Live like they are there.